Assalamu alaikum. This is Sazneen Jahan from University Salangar, Comnet Organization, Center for Community Engagement. Today we have organized a free training session of ICT training based on how to create a website using Bootstrap. So today basically is our fourth week of ICT training based on Bootstrap website. So today basically I will teach you on overall knowledge based on the HTML which I have used in the Bootstrap module for designing website using Bootstrap. So Bootstrap basically the basic thing before we go to the Bootstrap designing website. First of all, we have to know about the HTML. So today basically I will focus on the introduction to HTML. I'm very glad that my organization, Comnet Center for Community Engagement, has organized this training session for the students of IT background. And I would like to welcome all of our participants into this training session. Now, uh, our director of Comnet, Izwan Shuhadak, has sent us a welcoming speech. So now let's hear from him about this training event.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you to the organizer who have tried to organize ICT training. Let's design a website using Bootstrap. First of all, I would like to express my congratulations to our beloved instructor, Ms. Sazneen Jahan, who is very committed to provide training module to make sure this program success. The participant who took the time to follow this training, hopefully you'll be able to learn new and useful knowledge, inshallah. And on behalf of University Selangor, UNICEL, especially our unit, Center for Community Engagement, COMNET, we would like to say our commitment in community education so that more children, youth, and also senior citizens can explore new knowledge and do something for their community. So from this event, of this program, we really hope that you can apply to your own community, your own organization or society to develop their own website, inshallah. So finally, I wish you a happy study and see you again in the future. I hope you enjoy to learn about programming using Bootstrap. Inshallah, Ms. Sazneen will teach you, will guide you. If you have any question or problem, you just ask Ms. Sazneen. They will help you, inshallah.
Thank you to our director of Comnet for his valuable speech. Okay, so let's take some screenshot about the participants. So first of all, I would like to take some screenshot of this event. So I need just some seconds to take. Okay, so I think we can start now our ICT training. So, so basically today I will focus on the um, HTML module, Introduction to Basic HTML. So basically, first of all, I would like to give some uh, brief description about the programming language. Basically, programming language is a computer-based computer language programmers use to develop a software, programs, or script or other sets of instruction for computers to execute. Although we have many languages share their similarities, each has actually its own syntax. So every program has its own syntax. We have so many programming languages like C Sharp, C++, Java, Python, so many program language we have. So basically each have their own syntax, own structure, and they write the source code in a text editor, and then it execute into a web browser. So basically, all the codes programmer compiles into machine language, and that can be understood by the program by the computer. So basically, this is actually the basic the definition of the programming language. So we have so many types of programming language. We have C, C++, C Sharp, Java, Python, Prolog, Laravel for developing a program. Then we have the database. For creating a database, we have MySQL database, SQL, then the Visual Fox Pro, then Firebase, MongoDB. Firebase, MongoDB database is actually no SQL database. There is no SQL database. It's actually the cloud storage database, so that all the data will go on to the cloud storage. So it will not consume a lot of time for inserting the data. So basically this will be very easier nowadays for the database. Then we have HTML, Java, JavaScript, PHP, Python. This is basically creating a web pages, creating a website and other internet related tasks. So we can, so this is actually the types of programming language, which programming language actually works for which platform. Then actually, before we go to the session, first of all, actually why we should learn HTML, CSS or PHP or Bootstrap website. Basically learning how to code allows you to bring out your personality on your own website, enables you to stand out from the and stand out and contribute to project better and help you to understand and explore other languages and provides you with an opportunity to transition into a different career. And and also and also uh, uh, you will have the knowledge to build and understand the fundamentals of the web. You will have the knowledge, or you will get an entrepreneurial spirit or know someone that does, and you will have the ability to create unique websites if you know HTML and CSS. And then it will help you to learn other coding languages easier and faster, because if you directly go to the complex or complicated coding or complicated programming like higher programming, then you'll not understand anything. Before you go to the advanced level programming language, you have to learn the basic first. So basically HTML CSS is actually basic, and actually HTML CSS are the framework that you use to build website. You can understand how they work together, and you are much better how we can connect, how we can design the website, or how we can use the HTML CSS into our marketing or several other professions. And if you do know the basic of this programming language, you have the fundamental, or you have the foundation that will allow you to do bigger things. And if you start a business for your company, like you want to develop a business, you want to create a business, or you want to create a company for your own, then you can also create a website for your company that will be better for customer to know about your business, to know about your strategy. So basically the website is very important for any kind of the company, so that because they are representing their company, they are representing their organization. So it's actually very much important to develop a website for your business, for your organization. And also it can make money if you learn HTML, CSS or programming language, any other programming language. It will it will uh, it will allows you to it will allow you to get or earn more money based on this, because you have the ability to share your knowledge, to share your knowledge, or to make or to create something to the customer, to the people they need. So now we will go to the HTML, introduction to HTML. Basically, this is our today's focusing topic. So basically, what is actually HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and is the standard markup language for creating web pages and elements that tell the browser how to display the content. With HTML, you can create your own website. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is actually derived from a language that is Standard Graphics Markup Language. And HTML is actually not like that programming. It's actually markup language, like it's actually the structure of the web page. So before you design your website, you have to know how you will develop the system. Before developing the system, you have to know the structure, you have to create the structure for your website. So basically HTML is works for that. And a markup language is a set of markup tags. There are so many tags in HTML, and HTML uses markup tags to describe the web page. So to describe the web page, what you have or what element you have in your web page, so HTML will tells that. HTML will explain this. Basically, the tags will explain the inside elements of the web pages. And HTML is actually not said case sensitive. You can and HTML documents contain HTML tags and plain text. So many tags we have in the HTML. We will learn about this later on. Then how to start? uh, because you have to, before you create a website or you just proceed to the HTML coding, first of all you need to install some software to execute your code. Like you can install Visual Code Studio or Sublime Text Editor. So you can search on the Google, like uh, Visual Code Studio. So in here, if you go to the Visual Code Studio, the first one, so there we will find the download option. So after download this, then you can see the content is like that. So the software is like that. So inside this software, you have to execute or you have to code all the codes, and then it will execute to your web browser. So this is important, and you can also install the Sublime Text Editor. You can also install the Sublime Text Editor also for executing the codes, for executing your codes. And you can also use the W3 School also, you can try there, but for just the basic. And you can also use the Notepad also, you can also use. So here I will use uh, the Visual Code Studio for a text editor. And then you have to save the file .html. Without save the file with .html, you cannot able to view the HTML page. You cannot view the web page because HTML tag is I mean the HTML save file of the HTML is very important. I mean the HTML extension is very important to view or to display your content to the web browser. And and there are actually so many web browser to display the content of the HTML. Like we have Internet Explorer, Chrome browser, Mozilla Firefox, and we have Opera Mini. So you can use any of them to execute your web page, to execute your code to a web browser. You can use any of them. Then actually the purpose of a web browser like Internet Explorer or Firefox is actually to read HTML documents and display them as a web pages. So now So now we will talk about the HTML elements, the basic HTML elements and tags. Basically, HTML is start from a HTML tag. So getter than less than tag. Inside the getter than less than, you have to put the HTML. So basically, this is the starting of HTML documentation. HTML tag normally comes in pairs. Like you have to start tag. There is also end tag. So after you finish all the code, then you have to close the HTML tag. You have to close. So for closing the tag, you have to use slash. So this is actually called the opening text, and this is actually called the opening text, and this is actually called the closing tag of HTML. So this is actually very, very basic. And then the types of HTML tags, we have so many types of HTML in the container. So like we have the IDOC type HTML for declaration. IDOC type HTML actually declaration for actually the documents is in the HTML5 documentation. So basically IDOC type HTML considered HTML5 document. It actually declares HTML5 documentation. Then we have HTML tag. This is actually the root element of the HTML page. Then we have the head tag. Head tag contains actually meta information about the HTML page. Then we have the title tag, that elements specifies a title for HTML page, which is shown in the web browser title bar or the page tab, like here. Like here, so this is actually okay. Okay, so this is actually the title tag. The title tag, that the title tag will display in the title bar, or in the status bar. So like this, this is actually the title. This is actually the title name. So I put the title name society management. So that's why the window shows like the society management. This is actually the title tag. So which will display in the tab bar. So so then we have the body element. That body element defines the document's body. So, and that is a container for all the visible contents such as image, headings, paragraphs, hyperlinks, links, tables, listing, or so many kinds of things, so many things inside the body. So if you design a website, you if you design a website, you most of the content will go on to the body section. So basically, this is the system I have developed using Bootstrap. So this is using Bootstrap. So in here you can see this is the navbar, this is the body section. Basically this is the body section, this is the footer section. So inside the body section, you have to design your whole website uh, specifically. So you can add the image, you can add the videos, you can add the link, and you can add the membership inside the body tag, so basically this is the system I have created using Bootstrap. So so before we go to the Bootstrap website, so HTML is very basic to go. Before we go to the Bootstrap website, designing website, first of all we need to know the HTML. So then step by step we will go to our Bootstrap website. So then we have the H1 tag. H1 tag is actually defines the heading. Later on I will discuss about this. Then we have the P tag. P tag means the paragraph tag, like the texting. Texting is like okay. So this is actually the testing. This is actually the texting. This is texting. So this is the paragraph tag. This is actually using paragraph tag. So we have used here in the paragraph tag the P tag. So then, so we will see that how actually looks like the basic HTML code. So first of all, you have to put the I.tag HTML tag, then the HTML, then the head, then the head section, then the title, that is society management system, then the head tag, then society, you see society management system. Title means title, inside the title tag if you write down any text, so that will be visible to the uh, tab bar, to the status bar. So that means this one. So here I put society management, so the society management tab bar is showing like this. Okay, so then we have the body tag. Inside the body tag, I wrote down my first heading, then my first paragraph. So paragraph is actually the texting, so that's why I use P tag. And for heading, this one, for wrote down this heading, I used H1 tag. H1 tag is the bigger tag, and H6 is the smallest tag. So then after that we have to close the body tag, and we have to close the HTML tag. So inside here we have this one. So here, so we can change this one. We can put initial comment. So the title will be view like initial comment. Okay, I have so many things here. So okay, so you can see initial comment in the status bar. Initial comment in the status bar. So this way, this is actually the title. I put inside the title tag initial comment. So that's why in the tab bar it's displaying initial comment. So like this one. Then we have the text formatting. So as I said, we have the 6 types of heading element. Like you can text your paragraph. You can write down. You can wrote or you can code your paragraph in 6 sizes. We have a H1 tag, H2 tag, H3, 4, H5, H6 is the smallest one for texting, and H1 is the bigger one. H1 is the bigger one. So all the 6 heading elements are actually container tag and requires a closing tag. So all have to, if you want to start heading tag, like inside the greater than less than tag, you have to, after you finish your heading elements declaration, you have to close the heading tag. So for close the heading tag, you have to put slash. You have to put slash. So this is actually the closing tag. And H1 will print the largest heading and H6 will print the smallest heading. So like this one, so this one, this is HTML heading that are defined with H1 to H6 tag. So here I put 6 different types of heading, H1, H2, H3, H4. So I will explain this from my text editor. So here, so I put here H1, H2, H3. So these 6 elements will display 6 sizes. So let's see. Okay, so here, so this is the actually the bigger size. So the bigger size declares H1 tag. The second one declares the H2 tag. Then third one declares the H H3. Then this one H4. This one H6. This one is the most smallest H6 heading tag. So this is how we can increase or decrease our size, decrease our text size. So then after that we have to close the body tag because we put all the heading tag inside the body tag. So after we done this, we have to close the body tag. Then we have to uh, uh, close the HTML tag. So HTML tag, you must close the HTML tag. This is actually very important. Then this is actually the output what I displayed to you just now. Then we have the line break and horizontal line break. So this is actually, what does it mean? If you want a line break or a new line without starting a new paragraph, use the beer tag. Beer tag is actually will go to the next line, and it defines and defines a horizontal line. You have to use hr tag. Hr tag for horizontal tag. And this, we have br tag is for break. Hr tag is for horizontal element that are empty html element. Actually there is nothing, but it will make changes your previous or your next line. So like we will use hr tag for welcome to society management system. Then we will use br tag welcome to society management system. So after br tag, we'll put the official website. So like here, okay, so here, so this one, so if you run this code, so you will see that this one is for the hr tag, that is for actually divider. Hr actually the divider. So it creates the divider after the welcome to society management system. Then we put here the br tag before the official website. So official website will go on to the next line because we put here br tag. So you see the official website has gone to the next line, although we put it here after in one line, but it will display into the next line the official website because we have we put here the br tag. So then, okay, so this is actually the output. This is the output that I just now displayed to you. Then we have the text formatting tags. We have the text formatting tags like B tag is actually defines the bold text, like the bold size of displaying contents. Then EM tag is for actually defines the emphasized text. Then I tag is defines the italic text. Actually, em tag and I tag is similar. Both are similar. You can use em tag, either I tag for italic text. And then we have small tag. A small tag is actually defines the small texting, like it will display the text into a small size. Then we have the strong tag. Strong tag actually defines the strong text, like it's like actually the bold text. So basically you can use, if you want to resize, if you want to display your content in bold size, so you can use this B tag also, and you can also use the strong tag also. Then we have the subtag. Subtag actually defines the subscripted text. So this one actually calls the subscripted text. Then we have used the subtext, that is super text, which defines the superscripted text that will display like this. So this is actually the superscripted text. Then we have the DL tag, that is delete tag. There is actually no need to delete tag, put the delete tag, because if you put any content with a delete tag, it will automatically delete. Actually, there is nothing. Just delete tag. If you want to use the delete tag, then you have to use del. Then we have the underline text tag, that is u tag. U tag actually the underline. So like this one. So this is actually the underline tag. This is actually the basic text formatting text. Then we have the font text. We have so many fonts. So basically we have the Arial, Comic Sans, MS, Luciada, then Arial Black. So all the font text actually specified the specific font text. So you can tell the browser which font you want to use, as you want to use Arial or you want to use Comic font. So you just declare the name of the font. So then the size attributes in font text takes value from 1 to 7. Then we have the background and text color text tag, that is the attribute bj color is actually used for changing the background color of the page. So if you want to change your website background color, so you have to put first of all the body tag. Inside the body tag you have to put the bj color. Inside the quotation you just put your preferable color, which color you want to display your content. So like here I put green color, so that the page will be displayed, the background color will be displayed into green color. Then the text that used to change the color of the enclosed text. So body text is white. So if you want to color your texting, so you just put the text equal to quotation. Inside the quotation you just put your preferable color name. Okay, so here you can see I designed a simple background color. For the background I put the green color in the quotation, inside the quotation. Uh, then um, then uh, then this society management system, inside this society management system I put orange color as a background, so that I used style tag is basically the additional or is actually the custom design, is actually the custom design. If you want to style specific elements, then you have to use the style tag. So I use the background color orange for this specific society management system. So that's why I put the style. Then we have the p tag. P tag is actually the paragraph tag. So this is actually paragraph tag. So this paragraph tag I wanted to display in tomato color. So I put background color tomato. So like this we have to code our HTML elements. So here this is actually the paragraph tag. This is actually paragraph. So after we done the paragraph texting, then we have to close the p tag. So here, okay. So here basically this is I used here the bj color background, and this texting color I use the background of this text. I have used the tomato color, and for this I have used the orange color. So here, Okay, so now I already described about the paragraph tag. Paragraph tag means if we want to text anything, then we can use the p tag. P tag is actually the paragraph. So inside the p tag, you can text anything. Uh, you can text your preferable content. So, and then we have the HTML link. So HTML link is actually the link. Like if you click on the on this, then it will directly go to the link you paste on the href, inside the href quotation. So this is the coding. This is the basic coding for HTML link. So first of all, you have to create a class that is for the link. Then href, then inside the quotation, you have to paste, copy and paste your preferable link that you want to go, or you want to display that specific website. Then after that, inside this one, I mean, before finishing the a tag, before finishing the link tag, you have to put something. You have to put some text in there, so that text will display on the link. So while you click on this is a link, then that will go on to the google.com. So this is how we have to put the link tag. Later on, I'll display to you. And actually the hyperlink is actually the reference and web address to our that source on the web, and hyperlink can point to any source on the web, an HTML page, an image, a sound file, and a movie also. And the HTML element, that is a tag, is actually used to define both hyperlink and encores. And here href uh, inside the URL, equal to inside URL. So inside the URL, I mean inside the quotation, you have to put your URL. And then link text, this is actually, this will display your content, this will not display your content. So while you click on this, so this will directly go to that website, that specific address. So then we have the most important attribute of a attribute is actually href attribute, which actually indicates the link's destination. So this actually the attributes that defines the link description, and the link text is actually the part that will visible to the reader. And clicking on the link text, like this one link text, will send the reader to a specific URL address. So this one, it will directly go to this address. So like here, I'll show you from my text editor. Okay, this one. So here you can see, first of all, I did the idoc type HTML, then head tag, then the title, then body. So inside the body tag, I created the link. So basically this Google, I put here the listing tag, so that it will list one by one. Like after Google, it will show BBC. After BBC, it will show Comnet. After Comnet, it will show Initial. So basically, it will display into your web browser, not this one. This one is just the link. So while you click on the BBC, it will go to the bbc.com. While you click on the Comnet, it will go to the Comnet website, because I put here the Comnet link. If you click on the Unisol, then it will go to the Unisol website. So let's do it. Okay, so you can see here I put the listing tag. That's why the all the content displaying one by one. So when we click on the Google, it will go to the Google. Okay, then while you click on the BBC, it will go to the bbc.com. Okay, so it will go to the BBC website. When you click on the Comnet, it will go to the Comnet website. Okay, taking sometimes. So basically this is the initial Comnet website. Because I click on the Comnet link, then this is the initial link. When we click on the initial, then it will go to the initial website. So basically, okay, so this is the initial website. So basically, so this will display your into your web page. This will display your web page inside the web page, but this will not, the link will not display. The link will display this name, about this name, by this name, and this link will display by this name. So basically here you have to put the name which will display in your web browser. So like my web browser displaying BBC, my web browser displaying Comnet to go to the Comnet website, my website displaying Unicel to go to the Unicel website, my website displaying Google to go to the Google website. So this is how we can code, or we can add the listing, we can add the hyperlink into our web browser. So here, this is how we can link, the web pages. And then after that, we have to close the listing tag. Later on I will explain about the listing tag, what is actually the listing tag. Then we will close the UL tag, that is the underline tag. And then we have to close the body tag, then we have to close the HTML tag after that. So basically this is all about the hyperlink tag. This is the output as I already displayed. Then we have the image tag, that is a HTML image. So basically this is to display an image on a page. You need to use actually SRC attribute. SRC actually stands for source. So the value of source attribute is actually the URL of the image you want to display on your page. It is actually an empty tag. And HTML tags actually are defined with image tag, img, that is image tag, and the source, that is src. And we have, for the source file, we have the src, we have the alternative text, that is alt, then we have width, then we have height, then we have height, width, alter, then we have the class, specific class for the specific image, uh, to to displaying the image, several types of class. So this is actually the file, source file of the image. So to display the image, to display any image, what we have to do, we have to, first of all, we need to write down the image emg, that is image tag. Then inside the source quotation, we have to put the link of our image. So here, this is actually the link, school.jpg is actually the link of our image page. Then we have, then here in here I put the width and height for my image, because you can also customize your image, also you can also resize in your image also. So here I put 300 width, I have put 400 height. So for Bootstrap website, what we have to do for Bootstrap, actually same, this is the same thing. So Bootstrap website, we have to, first we have to put the image tag, then the source, inside the source we have to copy and paste our image link, image URL. Then we can specify the class for the image tag, we can specify the alter for our image tag, then we can also customize the size. So like, so here I put 4 types of image. So first one is 100 width, second one is 200 width, third one 300 width, fourth one is 400 width, and height also 400. So basically this is the image tag. So for declaring the image tag, I put the p tag as a paragraph. So inside the p tag, I gather all the image source, that is images. So they basically image dot event one dot png is actually the source of our image document, I mean image file. So like here we can put, okay, we can run this one. Okay, you see this one is the 100, this one is the 200 size, this one 300 size, this one 400 size. So by this we can put our image inside the web page. So you can also change the Image also, you can also change the image. So like here, I will change this image. So to change this image, okay, so like here I will put this image, so then save it, then run it. Okay, so you see the image has been changed. So this is actually how, this is actually you have to put all the images inside in one folder. So I created the image folder, images. So this images is the folder of all the image. So first of all, you need to create a folder for the all image. So if you don't create the image or create any folder for your image, then it will not display anything. So before, all the file has to gather into one folder. So this is actually the link of the image tag. So so you see inside the image, I put all the image that I used in my text editor. So inside image tag, so this is, so what you have to do, you just right click and you copy, and you paste it in here. So that will be like this. So this is how we have to add the image. Then we have the image attribute, like I has already displayed image tag, src, that is for source, that display an image on a page. Then alter, that is alternative text. Then we have width, height, and border. We have h space, that is horizontal space for the image. Then we have v space, that is vertical space for the image. Then we have alignment and image within the text. Then we have the background, like we can use the image also in background image to an HTML page. So this was the output of the image. Then we have the text alignment tag. So basically this will separate the paragraph. Like if you put the text align left, so that the content will display in the left side. If you put text align center, center means middle, so the content will display in the middle. If you put the right element, that is text align right, so the content will display in the right side. So like here, so here alignment, I created one file for the alignment.html. So here I put center, left, center, and right. So let's see. Okay, you can see that this is for text align left, this is for text align center, this is for text align right. So this is how we can separate our web page, or we can design, or um, we can space to our content. So later on I will explain more on this alignment when we know about the basic of bootstrap. So basically, so what we have to do here, I created h1 for the society management system, that is heading. Then inside the p tag, that is paragraph tag, I created the alignment tag, that is left paragraph for center, displaying the content into left side, then right side, then center side. So the tag name is which HTML tag we have to use for making the paragraph in center, text align, then center. So this is how we can design our web page. So this is actually the basic. Then we have table tag. So now we will talk about the table tag. HTML table tag, actually table tag is actually used to create a table. Then we have the tier tag. Tier tag actually define the rows into rows. That tables is divided into rows. Table can be divided into 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows, and so on. Then we have the TD tag. TD tag is actually, each row is divided into data cells. TD tag is actually the data cell. Then we have the th tag. Th tag is actually a heading in a table. Then we have the caption. Caption is actually to the table. Then we have the call group that defines the group of table columns. Then we have the call, that is column attributes, that is the attributes values one or more than column in a table. That can be one column, that can be two columns. So that is, so call, col tag defines the column elements. Then we have the head tag that defines a table head. Then we have t body tag that defines a table body. Then we have t foot tag that defines a table footer. Then we have cell spacing, that is actually the amount of space between table cells. Then we have the cell padding, that space around the edge of each cell. Then we have call span, that is the number of column working with will span. Then we have the row span, that is actually define the number of rows working with span. Then we have the border tag, that actually attribute takes a number. So then we have the HTML listing tag. So basically HTML, there are so many listing tag. There are unordered list also, there are order list also. Unordered list, actually in HTML we can use disk tag, we can use circle tag, we can use square types of tag to unorder the list. Unordered list means actually there is no number, like 1 2 3 a b c d, there is no number. So we can make a circle, we can make a circle types listing, we can make square type listing, or we can make this type of listing. Then for order listing, we have to use the specific attribute for the order list. like like for the numbers, we have to use this one. For the uppercase letters, we have to use a tag, this one. For the lowest case, for the lowercase letters, for declaration of lowercase of numbers, we have to use a tag, that is a tag, the small letter of a. Then for the number with uppercase Roman numbers, for the Roman numbers, we have to use the capital I form to declare the listing into the Roman uppercase Roman numbers. Then to display the lowercase Roman numbers, we have to use the small I tag. That is the small tag will display the content, or will display the listing into uh, into the lower case of Roman numbers. Then we have the listing, that is li. Listing is actually an empty tag that is used for representing the list items. Then ol tag is actually for order list, to define the order list, to declare the order list. Then we have ul tag, that is unordered list. Then we have the ul tag another list. Then we have dl tag, that is actually the defines a definition list. Then we have dt, that defines a term in a definition list. Then we have dd tag, that defines a description of a term in a definition list. So this is all about the listing. So here you can see the number listing. So here I put this is actually, this creates the number 1 2 3 4 5. So first of all, we have to create the ol tag. So inside the ol tag, we have to list the name. So here I listing these several names. So this will display 1 2 3 4 5, like this. Then on the second one, I have used the a attribute. A attribute is for defining or to displaying the listing into capital letter, like a capital letter, b capital letter, c capital letter, d capital letter. So for this, we have to declare ol tag. In the quotation, we have to put a tag, because we are declaring the listing into capital letters. Now the last one is the uh, uppercase Roman numbers listing. So to display upper case lower number Roman lowercase Roman numbers, we have to use capital I. Capital I is actually for displaying the listing. I mean, for displaying the Roman numbers into capital capital size of the Roman numbers to displaying the capital uppercase Roman numbers listing. So here, so this is actually the attribute. The I is actually the attribute for the OL class. I is actually the class for the OL tag. So if we use the small I, then all the Roman numbers will displaying into the smallest number. So let's see actually. Let's see in our web browser. Okay, here. So here you can see here I put I tag. So here this will display the this will dis okay, let's talk about okay, let's talk about the this one. So here you can see we have the capital letter of A, B, C, D. Now I want to display this listing name into small size of A, small size B, small size C, small size D. So for this, what we have to do? We have to do A small letter. Now we remove the capital letter. We will put the small letter. Now let's run it. Okay, so you can see the capital letter, capital form of the listing has changed to small letters. So that is A small letter, B small letter, C small letter, D small letter. So capital will display the content in small size. Small a will display the listing into small letters, and bigger A, that means capital A, will display the the content or the listing into the capital form of listing. So this is how we can code. Now we will talk about the form element. So this is the form element, simple form element. So a form tag is actually we have to in the HTML, the basic is actually the form. So first of all I added a name field, name column, name row, then I created the address row, then I created the selection, then I created the selection of the flavor, like how many pieces of fruit do you eat per day. So this is the selection of the product. Then I put the another selection, that is the option value, that is the selecting option value. Then I created the another brochure for the last one. So this is actually the form tag. So we okay, so now I would like to explain from this size, because the 1 hour the for the next 1 hour I will give you the task for today's based on the today's topic, so that you can do something based on our today's training session. So basically this is the form tag. So you don't need to write this CSS code. CSS is actually I will describe tomorrow. Tomorrow is basically our CSS training. So for form tag, what is actually we have to do? First of all, you just put the html head, then body. Then you don't need to do the styling is for the CSS, so we don't need to do this. So you will start from the body tag. Then inside the body tag you will write down the head, that is society management system. Okay, so I will run this one. Okay, so this is actually h1 tag. Then we will create a form. So to create a form, first of all we have to create form tag. Then we will label for the first name. The first name, like f name is actually for the first name. So for the first name I declared the value name. Then you have to close the label tag. Then you have to put the input type text, like I want to display this content into text size value. So you have to put the text for the in type, for the input type. Then the id name I want to put here the f name, that is the first name. Then I want to display there the name, like this content is for to submit the name. and then I place order for enter your name. Enter your name actually, this will display in your website. So like enter your name, this is actually the custom design. So if you want to display just your name, so just your name will be display. Okay, your name. So let's run it. Okay, so the enter will already gone, enter already gone. So your name, so this is actually the placeholder. This is actually the placeholder which text I want to display into my web browser. So then I put the break because it will go to the next line. Then I label for the another attribute, that is the address, that is the address. So for this one, this is the another name, so I put here ill name. This is for labeling for another address row. So this one, so you can type anything in here. So now we will go to the uh, okay, so in the placeholder I want to display the text enter your address. So you can also put like here, you can see enter your address is displaying. So you can just put only your address also, your address, or write down your address, write down, okay, your address, write down your address, so that this will display write down your address. You can see write down your address is displaying in our web browser. So this is actually for labeling for the placeholder, and then the name, then the id attribute will be ill name. Then we will do this one, how many pieces of fruit do you eat per day. So this is actually for another attribute to declaring the variable. So this is actually for this one, we have to use the level tag, another level tag. So now leveling for the fruits, leveling for the fruits. So inside this one, this is actually, this will display to the web browser, not this one. So how many pieces of fruit do you eat per day? This one have to, you have to copy. I mean, you have to write down this before closing the label tag. Before closing the label tag, then you will create a beer tag, that is break tag, that will go on to the next line. Then you will declare the value, like we want to display there 0 1 2, then more than 2. So for this we have to label for the radio button. So this one is actually the radio, this one is the unordered list, like there is no number 1 2 3 or abc, there is no number. This is actually unordered list. So for displaying this, I mean for the selection, we have to put the input type radio, because we are doing the declaration, we are doing the selection in the radio class. So the class will be radio, then the name will be item, just the item, and then we put here the value, that is 1, that is 0, that is 2, that is more than 2, like this. Then so here, okay, this is the another value. So we put here 4 types of radio button, so that we can select any of them, we can select any of them. So then we now we will create another selection of the flavor, like which flavor we want. My favorite fruit, apple, blackberry, mango, coconut, damson, grape, orange. So this is the selection of the flavor. So for to do this, what we have to do, first of all, we need to create another label class for the flavor, because this is the flavor we want to add. So we name it flavor. Then inside the flavor tag, we have to put what we want to display, like for my favorite food I want to display in the web browser. So you have to put this before you closing the label tag. Then you have to select, like you want to select either apple or either blackberry or either mango or coconut, so on. So for this you have to create a select class for the for selection for selecting the flavor. So for this, one option is for apple, second option is for value will be blackberry, third will be mango, fourth will be coconut, fifth will be damson, then we have the grape, then we have orange. So all the value, after you put all the value, you must have to close the option tag. So this is the very fundamental, this is very important, because without closing tag you cannot display, you will not be able to display this into the web pages. So for option value is for selecting the flavor, so this will create the selection, this will create the selection, the declaration. And then we have the select. Then you have to close the select tag, after doing the selection, because selection to select, because this attribute is only for the select attribute, select class. This one is for only for select class. So after you finish this one, you must have to close the select tag. Then we have the beer tag. Beer tag is for go to the next line. Then I have put here, would you like a brochure? So this will create another level, that is brochure, another level. So this will display like a tick box, like a tick symbol, that is check box. So you can see here, this is a check box, so you can select there. Okay, so you can select and then you can submit. Okay, so this one is actually to select or to check or unchecked the content. You have to put the another input type attribute, that is class for checkbox. So inside the quotation you have to put the checkbox for the check attribute. Then you put the name, that is no name. I don't want to put here any name. Then I just put the value, that is sparkless. Then you have to close the tag. You have to close the tag after the form element. Then we have the submit tag is actually the another table body tag. This one is for the another row of the table element, of the form element. So for to do this one, we have to create the another input tag, that is class for submit button. Then inside the value we have to put the submit, then the name. Then you have to put the td tag, that is the table tag, table rows tag. Then you have to close the tier tag. Then you have to close the t body tag. Then you have to close the table tag, then the form tag. So form tag is actually the end of this form element. Then we have the body tag, then html tag. So this is actually the basic of the form element. Actually, this is actually how we can design the form, html form element. So you have to explore this on. You have to remember how to do the selection, how to declare the variable for the option, how to declare the variable for the selection, how to do the radio button selection, how to do the checkbox selection. So all you have in the Google. So like for this, you can see the W3 school. So here are so many. Here is some simple form element that you can try. So I want you to try this now. So you can also copy from here and also paste in your text editor and just show me. after end of this training event, so that I will know that you have understand this training session. So there is one thing also, there is the form action that will go to the database. So right now we are not doing any database, so it's not needed. So you just create the HTML form for level for first name, level for last name, level for value, level for name, input type, then ID type, then level for the submit button. So you just create some simple form. So here are so many, or you can search the another form element also. So this is just the simple one, so you can choose either this or either my content. I will copy my code to you. I will copy and paste to the chat box, so that it will be easier for you to better understanding. Okay, I paste my coding in here so that you can copy and paste your text editor or your online text editor or W3 school or or some deep, or you can use your own text editor like Notepad also, or you have your, if you have your own text editor, then you can also run this code into there. So you just change the value, you just change the attribute name, and just show me. I will give you 20 to 30 minutes, 20 minutes. After 20 minutes I will see if you understand or not. If you don't understand, then you just tell me. Okay. Okay, so now we have already 20 minutes gone. So anyone wants to share the screen? Anyone have tried the code like the form tag, the form elements using HTML? Anyone did? Anyone done? Is there anyone wants to share his knowledge or her knowledge? You can share the screen that what you have done. Then I will take a look and I will suggest. Okay, there is one participant that wants to share his knowledge. Okay, then you can share. You can share your screen. Okay, so uh, which is this? Which is the participant? Zihan Shagor. Okay, Zihan Shagor is now sharing his screen. Okay, can you open your mic? Or if you don't want to talk, then you can chat in the chat box. Okay, so okay, this is good. This is the one I have shared in my chat box. Okay, yeah, like this. We have to do like this. So here we have the selection. We have this flavor selection, like you did the rice. Then you did a fish, steak, salad, hamburger. Okay, cheese. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so then you did the checkbox, right? Okay. So then you put the radio button, radio button selection. Yeah, that's good. This is what I. Hmm, okay. Okay, that's good. Then the radio button selection. Okay. Can you do the another option value? I mean, in your left side, there is rice, fish, steak, salad. So you can add another one. I just want to see you did the another one. You can do the another selection. Not this one, in the code, in your left side. Yeah, you can just copy the option value, stick. You just create the another option value. Yeah. After the rice, yeah. So you put the another name instead of rice. Not here. Yeah, here. And put. Okay, you can put the both in the rice also. This is the value for the coffee. Like you want to displaying the option value coffee. So now, yeah. Okay, done. So now we understand that how we can form a database, using HTML. So this is the basic of HTML. Yeah, okay. I'm very pleased that one participant at least wanted to share his knowledge. So that's my pleasure. So thank you, Mr. Mr. Zihan Chagor, for your sharing knowledge. I think that's all for today, so you can stop sharing. Oh, okay, okay. Wait, I want to take a screenshot for for that one participant has agreed to share his knowledge, so that's good. Okay, okay. Anyone wants to share? Any participant that wants to share his screen or share your knowledge that you're understanding based on today's session? Welcome. Thank you, Mr. Chagor. Anyone wants to share your knowledge? Anyone wants to share your screen so that that would be easier for me, that everyone gain the knowledge already, everyone understand based on today's topic, introduction to HTML. Okay, another participant said that he wants to try at home, not now, but you can try at now. You can try now. At least if you try now, then I can see that where is your weakness, so I can guide you. Okay, no problem. You can also try at home. After try home, so you can ask me if you have if you need any help or if you need any suggestion, then you can ask me. Okay, most of the participant wants to do at home, try later. Okay, no problem, but you can try now. So no one wants to share. No one wants to share your screen. Hello. Is there anyone who wants to share your screen? You can try. Okay, I think that's all for today. Hope you guys have understand today's topic, today's ICT training based on introduction to basic HTML, how to design very beginning using the HTML before you proceed to Bootstrap website. So I hope you understand well. And tomorrow we have our next event that is based on CSS. So see you all tomorrow. So you can join tomorrow for the introduction to CSS module for your better understanding. Hopefully you will share your knowledge tomorrow after end of the tomorrow session. So all. Thanks all the participants for joining tomorrow, for joining today. See you tomorrow. Thank you.